Okay, guys. This is Z&S's live webinar for the 20th of February, 2013. What you're seeing in front of you is the 15-minute chart of the euro dollar. We're currently in a position. What happened yesterday is that we broke, and we sort of anticipated this. We broke the all the way. No, what am I doing? We broke the next in the series, halfway back short. What we have in our hands right now in terms of shorts could be this all the way, halfway back from the first sort of rejection. Of course, we're considering that this is a very big front run, and technically the short has not traded yet. So after we had basically the break of this series of shorts, which we had from this level, not from the larger resistance level yesterday, we are considering that we might start a bullish momentum in the euro. Have in mind we're bouncing from all the way halfway back for the year. Let's hope we have some luck with this position. Yep. So this is the trade we took. Stop losses of the 133.50. We'll see how it goes. So what we anticipate happening in the euro after breaking away from this range, we took the first 50% long. Hopefully we'll break shorts. As I told you, probably shorts above us are this one, and also the larger 50% short off the top, which hasn't reached targets, and that's why we're still drawing it with this lower anchor. Interesting to see what's going to happen with the euro. Okay, we're gonna go through that a bit. Okay, guys. Any questions regarding the euro? Anything unclear? I'm pretty sure that we talked about this the whole day. Okay, nothing unclear probably. Okay, let's quickly jump to the pound. Massive sell-off due to talk about more QE within the B of E. Votes were in favor of more QE. So we're gonna like this massive slide to the downside. Pound is gonna get continuously hit. What we had, as the last thing that traded was this extension, defend it. If we have to follow the series, which is not very, I don't like the series that much. That's why I don't trust it. As you see, it's okay once, twice, and reaches target. So, and we don't have a third time. So either it's going to be pound a bit unclear, just grabbing for extensions right now. I hate doing this because most of the time I'm wrong when I do this. The last a solid thing we have in our hands as an anchor is over here where we rejected twice. To be honest, I'm a bit confused by price action. Let me have a look at it and maybe try to see what we have in our hands. Okay, it doesn't trade 50%, starts trading once, trades twice, blows to targets, through targets basically, and then nothing. Okay, I am going to track the series and put out a report on it, or maybe when we finish the recording, I'm going to have a closer look at it. However, yeah, have in mind the pound um, blowing through, like massively blowing through, through its targets downside. Again, today a slide, massive slide to the downside. What is going to signal to us maybe a break of, of shorts. Um, Let me move to a 15-minute graphs chart, so we can maybe have a look in. Just a second, guys. Okay. Um, okay, we're receiving participation right now from here. And we're just gonna keep grabbing onto anchors. We're receiving where we're receiving participation until we actually, have a clear series. I don't advise you people trading this, if you're not from above and still keeping a position. Okay, let's go to let's go to USD JPY. Cover that, really quickly. Okay, what we were anticipating yesterday and overnight, what happened was the break of this extension, which got defended, sort of defended yesterday. Um, after the, the dip in and the break over here, we as far as I can remember, yep, we had a full halfway back short, which has not gone to target yet. But what came into play in USD/JPY was the full halfway back long, drawn from a 92.222, anchored to highs 94.228. At this point, I've missed this, to be honest, guys. I'm sorry, I was using the lower anchor. So yeah, this is the short that we have, a 94.228 to a 93.293. This is the initial participation we had. So right now it's a retest, and as you can see, it sticks perfectly. It's my mistake, guys. I'm sorry. Didn't look at it properly on a on a larger time frame. So technically target has now been reached, so this is a retest of the low. As you can see, we're receiving participation right at the 93.671. Okay, guys, questions regarding USD/JPY. We are bullish on it. We think that it's going to go up a lot. To be honest, I'm starting to think. Well, I'm starting, to slightly consider that like the BOJ have the yen where they want it. So we could, just start ranging in this between the 90 level and the 90 what 5. I think that's a good level for the BOJ. Um, so pretty much the same with the Euro JPY, in the only sense that if the Euro catches a major bid, I don't see these two things, just lagging behind. Well, yeah, Jeff. To be honest, that's what I'm thinking because if like either we break, okay, we can we can complete this extension, so it doesn't change much for us. It goes right at the 95, okay, so it's of course it changes a lot of things for us. Like if you're in the move, you're gonna make money and so, but just on a larger time frame, if you think of it, they said that they consider 95 to be a good level, so they pretty much have it at the 95. It's just like 50 to 100 pips below the 95 right now. So why should they, sweat? When it gets down to the 90, they're gonna pump it up again, Just easy as that. Mm, that's not what you should. Okay, it's just my opinion. I have in mind. George is like the chief, our chief strategist for the sort of strategist for the macro view. But my general view is this: this range up here is beginning to be pretty massive, and you could just have the BOJ from below. Okay, market opens. You just heard the market bell. Um, Probably not gonna happen much because FOMC is tonight. So we're gonna have a lot of time until FOMC. So yeah, USD JPY. That's what I'm saying. This range starting to be pretty massive. So you never know. Okay. So no more questions regarding USD JPY. Okay, Euro JPY. Do I have it over here? I do. Okay, you're starting to screeches a bit to the downside. Okay, Simeon has some Bulgarian rap on his phone. Um, okay, guys. What we had in the Euro yen, it's pretty much we've talked about this 100 times now. Probably you're sick of hearing it, but extension drawn from 120, 131 to 126, 969. Next day long level gets defended twice, and right now we're trading an extension. Within the extension, oh, okay. So guys, can you keep it a bit? Can you keep it a bit more down? Sorry. Okay, so we have this extension 123.652 to highs. This thing got defended, yesterday, and basically got the longs right now who entered over here with the proper stop loss over here are right now free. Over here we have, and it's the only thing we can see right now is the first 50%, first like spike we had to the upside yesterday. This level is getting defended. It broke yesterday, but for some reason they started defending this level once, twice, about 5 times defended, and we broke out. Just now we broke out of the full halfway back short, and that's pretty much it for your JPY. Nothing too complicated. Still in this extension. Target is a 126,400. Larger target of the larger daily, extension is at a 128,600 approximately. So this is also, something that we could be also raging in this market. Although, to be honest, I think that a 123 is a bit low for what the BOJ have in mind for the euro yen. They would like to see probably the yen trading, lower regarding the in regards to the euro. Probably I don't know, 130 sounds a good, solid number to me, but that's probably is going to shoot up in extensions. 130 low sounds good for me, for the euro yen. Okay, guys, any questions regarding the euro yen? Okay, no questions in your JPY, guys. Okay, moving on. Let's move to gold. Gold is something interesting. Gold is started moving again. So, of course, to the downside. Where else? I don't know if you guys, have been following. Of course you have. We've been talking about this move to the downside for quite a long time. It's a fact right now. Okay, pretty simple. Let me just get rid of this because this is Okay. So we completed targets at the 1607, which was basically, we had these targets at the 1607 from traditional drawn from 1754 to 1635. We had a massive range over here, and of course we broke to the downside because that's what all evidence pointed to. Because gold continuously, broke all of its long setups. I'm not gonna get into the trend, to smaller trend, but what we're trading right now is an extension drawn. So you can make a case for two extensions right now. One is the 1639, which is the lower anchor of the previous extension we held, or what I think it looks good to me because we hit the target basically perfectly today. Is an extension drawn from from the lower anchor of your traditional, which took us lower in general, to new lows. Both of them, pretty much the same thing. It's a difference of $3, $4 actually. So not a big difference, but still, you know, um, you can. I personally consider this is technically correct. Just for the record, if you want to be 100% technically correct, this is what should have traded. And if you want to be, stuck to the series, and just be correct regarding the series, this is it. And perfect touch at the 50, very good reaction, reaches targets. So either way, this position is, pretty much has ended. So you should have taken profit over here if you were in this position. So right now, what we had in the morning trading is this extension defended once, went to target, same anchor, new low, same anchor, new low, defended again, and has a bit more, to the downside. I'm just gonna very quickly say this thing right now has no support and is targeting previous lows, which is 1526, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not gonna zoom in, actually zoom out to have a look at it. I had a look at it in the morning, so I presume I can remember a number from the morning. So 1528, 1520s, just put it out there. 1520s is prior lows in gold, and also there's a larger 50% level over there, monthly, if I'm not mistaken. So that's any new support has to prove itself to us. Until then, gold is going to slide to the downside. Okay, let's have a look at your GBP.
We should be going to new highs now.
Yeah, of course. We discussed this fractal setup, a couple of days ago. And right now, what George is saying is this thing is starting to, play out in the proper way it should. So right now, in Euro JP, we're expecting new highs, and I'm just, grabbing, the euro with the expectation that it's gonna just because I don't, Euro JPY will need a bid from the euro for new highs. That's my opinion. That's what George's opinion is that new highs in euro yen can be done without the euro going to new highs. For me, it's gonna need some. Yeah, George says that the euro has to be stable, but if the euro, for me, if the euro doesn't go up from here, it's good. They're gonna sell it off. They're gonna let it go. The big banks want to see something. That's what I think. Because a lot of that we get the trading recommendations of one of the large banks. So they have bought over here, and they expect the 138 mark to get hit, and their stop is very tight. So if they have done this, other major banks have done this also. So it's only normal that they would like to see this thing go here. Yes, Samir. No, just a second, guys. Okay, guys, I'm sorry I had to. Okay, with the pound, what it did in the morning, this is, of course, just the opposite of the pound in general. So we had a bit of dirty play after breaking all the way halfway back short in year GDP. We had a bit of dirty play, um, and it dipped into a 61.8% line. Of course, your GDP is known for doing that, so any stops should be below this. I mean, you should give it a margin of 4 to 5 pips below the 61.8% line. Um, decent reaction, more than decent, straight line to the upside. Um, and okay, euro hit by a train. Well, what can you say? It's FOMC day, so wouldn't be surprised to see anything today. Um, yeah, I'm free, so yeah, George. Okay, guys, can you hear me? I'm sorry, we're having some problems with the internet, or maybe we're not. I don't know. Blank screen. Let me just try and load it up again. George, I can't. Imam price date, Okay. Okay. I think I just have. I have internet. Okay. I think we're okay, guys. Can you hear me? Can you just say that you hear me? At least I can see what's going on in the computer. Okay, the mouse is not moving. Okay, they can hear me. Can you see me then? Okay, the delay is massive. I don't know what's going on. If George stops playing games through his, you know, tablet, probably we're gonna have proper internet. Okay, going back to your JPY, your GP. I'm sorry. Um, what you can see is we like it's crazy. Um, we had this in play. It was an extension from the 84697. Um, defended. Then we defended the full halfway back long. And right now, it's pretty much trading this, which is an extension drawn from the last traditional, from the last traditional that we held. Or was it the last extension? Okay, this is a pretty big front run. Yep, I think it's this thing. Okay. So this is what you have in your hands in your GEP. It's an extended trading, to the upside, of course. Larger targets are at 88.5. These are the targets of the larger daily extension, which we identified. I'm not going to go through it again. It's almost there, so not a lot in this move. We'll see how it develops. But yeah, this is what you have right now. It will be interesting to see if we're holding shorts. Yep, we are. That's quite annoying. We'll see. They might pull it down, to get a fill because a lot of people miss this thing. Okay, doesn't matter. Um, okay, guys, do you have any questions in particular you want me to answer, or like any pairs you want me to have a look at in particular? Because I think that's about the things that I'm looking at in the market right now. If not, I can let George talk a bit. Maybe he can show us a nice Garpy pattern. Okay. Basically, he just needs a couple of minutes. In the meanwhile, let me have a look at something else. Okay, this is it for me, guys. I'm gonna take a small break because I've been, keeping the webinar up since basically 11 in the morning. It's a bit, tiring. So I'm gonna give you George. He's gonna talk about, some of the things that he's noticing, and some of the things that he would like to say. Okay, guys, this is it for me. We'll keep the webinar up, because we're staying for FOMC announcements, so we'll be here. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to start first that this fractal probability that I outlined yesterday looks pretty much impossible at the current point. What I can see potentially, in case that we do have fractals in the end, is if actually this pattern is shifted a bit to. Okay, guys, sorry, I'm feeling extremely lazy today. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. So the only thing that I see as a potential possibility for a fractal repetition at this point is if we have something like this, and we'll see. I mean, the possibility is always there. I'm not going to lie, but we do have to keep in mind, and I do believe this is rather important. Yesterday we had a run overnight, which pretty much was a run too high. So now some people would scream double top. Sorry, I really don't think that is double top. Instead, I see a pretty much completed ABC. And I think that we are going to continue to the upside at this point. I do think that we are going to continue to the upside. I've been, I've been long since Friday on the Urian. I added a bit today, uh, so we will see how this goes. Same goes for the Doyen. I added a bit today. Now there is the potential for something like a triangle, which is going to be quite annoying, but we will see. Honestly, however, at this point, I cannot help but be quite bullish on the crosses. Now I am seeing that this fractal probability has now, like been pretty much diminished. So I don't know why, guys. I'm sure that you can gather my point of view. I'm sure that you can see why I'm saying that. Why it seems that these fractals might be completed, and we might be just going to the upside. Now we continue to be like in what I think is a wave 2. The Now this view is actually reaffirmed much more by the Doyen than the Urian, because the Doyen is very clear, guys. Here it is. Now the Doyen is extremely clear in my opinion. Even doing fractal repetition of prior ways it makes lows. I think this is like a double zigzag or something like that. X, Y, Z here. Let me see. Actually, X, Y, Z, X, Y. Yep, triple zigzag. So at least that's what I think. X, Y, Z. And okay, doesn't actually work out this way. But honestly, it looks like a complete zigzag. I was checking the wave count in the morning. I could be making like slight mistake, but in the morning when I checked things, it looks very solid. Also, we have a bullish broadening formation. This is a bullish broadening formation, guys. Um, Personally, I think that we should have a continuation to the upside. We are also holding the halfway back long. This was an ambush long in the Doyen. For me, rather than looking at the 94.5s, I'm actually looking for upside pretty much to 96 before we see a move lower. So I'm looking for something like that. Now, if this is correct, this is going to be result most probably of FOMC tonight. Keep in mind that FOMC could change everything, like major event risks. So, my whole views might get shifted, unfortunately. But this is the way the markets operates. You can't do anything about that. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, guys. It is just the way the cookie crumbles. But from a 12 perspective, I continue to think that this is a wave 2 correction, and we should have now a wave 3 in a 5-wave manner. Seems, like catalyst for this thing will probably come from FOMC. I mean, the thing is, I really don't want to, like say something extremely bullish here, because the chances are that I'm not going to get it. I've added a bit today on the Doyen. I've been long since last week. Over here you guys can see on this dip. My first trade is free. My second trade is also free. So I don't know, guys. I am very bullish, but however, keep in mind that I am very free as well. So It's not necessarily the same as, you know, if you guys have not been able to get free and stuff like that. Now, what I would like to see is before FOMC to actually break the halfway back short on the Dow Yen. Now we are currently in a halfway back short. Now I would really like to see this break. So pretty much a break is going to come if we are able to break overnight highs. These highs came after, if I remember correctly, one of the candidates for the new BOJ governor, um, you know, like pretty much said that it's not going to happen. He was like the one that was the least orientated to QE and so on. So it makes sense that the government doesn't want him. So that's pretty much it, guys. On the Doha and the Yuri. And do you want to ask me something in specific? Honestly, here I'm much more concerned at this point with the Elliott wave count than say the Gartley patterns and so on. On the euro dollar, I go away to ask questions, guys. I am here to answer them pretty much. You can see that this pennant that I identified yesterday, you know, uh, pretty much retested and we rejected from that pennant. We have also broken the trend line of the decline, potential completion of this wedge. I don't know, guys. For me, like the euro dollar looks like a decent buy. I feel relatively bullish. I feel relatively bullish on the euro dollar from a pattern perspective. Uh, I know it looks a bit dodgy, but you know, I don't know, looks good in my opinion. But you don't really have to share this opinion with me. So, do you want to ask me anything regarding the euro dollar or the euro yen or the Dow yen? Could it be a larger range? Certainly. However, I have a relatively strong opinion over here that we at this point need to go for a full halfway back short before we can continue to the downside. You guys can see this. I've outlined it in the weekly recap. The site is up and running, so you can go and read it. Now, a full halfway back short from here to the 1.35s is going to, you know, and then a punch to 1.318 is going to give us pretty much a perfect bullish Gartley. And that is particularly why I really would like to see that. Also, honestly, the more I view this, you know, the more fractal this looks, and I can make a case that over here, what we're seeing over here, I don't know if Alexander spoke about that, but what we're seeing over here is pretty much just this thing. So a slow grind to new highs or something like this from here sounds probable. Again, you know, like FOMC tonight is not particularly the best timing to get very aggressive with positioning. I really have no idea what happened. I'm outlining what it looks like. It is the same setup because this guy over here was a full halfway back long, and this guy is again a full halfway back long. So looks interesting, certainly. However, unlike this time, you know, like we are not getting much participation, so we have to keep that in mind. We also broke the micro long. We are trading a full halfway back short and getting participation from it. So I don't know, guys. This is battle over the trend over here. I continue to favor a run towards 1.35s. I said yesterday that actually I'm saying this I think since Monday, if I'm not mistaken, that the implications are now for a run to the 1.35. This is of course an ideal scenario, but those are the implications. Yes, I'm talking about the euro dollar, mate. Oh, my chart has not moved? Shit. You guys should have told me that my chart is not moving. Shit. Yeah, so this is the euro dollar. This is the pennant, guys. This is the pennant on the euro dollar. And as you guys can see, we are rejecting exactly from where this pennant was. There is also, you know, a broken Kim setup. So I like the chances on the long side, but the problem is really FOMC. Now I'm probably like if I see a bullish reaction on FOMC, and of course if price doesn't just decide to go up like crazy, I am probably gonna go long. I am probably gonna go long. Now because I think that you guys missed what I said on Doyen because my screen wasn't working. Now this is a Doyen, a 5-wave rally. This looks like a triple zigzag or something across that, something along those lines. Broadening formation in a bullish second wave, guys. I really can't help but like feel bullish over here on the Doyen. Of course, again, it is going to depend on FOMC. Does this make sense, guys? Opet se već stoji nešto. Guys, do you see the Doyen? I believe you do. So yeah, pretty much my point on the Dorian is this looks like a complete second wave now. I know I've been saying this for a while, but if we are able to break, yesterday's highs, we are going to break the halfway back short, and I am relatively sure we should see a very fast move to the 94.7s. Relatively sure that if we are able to break above evening highs, early Asia highs, we should see a relatively fast move to 1.4, 94.7. Does this make sense, guys? Keep in mind that it's also like this level is now the 61.8 of the halfway back short. So, really two reasons to actually anticipate a squeeze if we are going to be able to break above line. Now we haven't been posting trades on this thing because we have given you all the support levels, all that stuff. I didn't actually want to place limit orders. Now, if you guys have been reading the analysis, if you guys have been listening to me and to Alexander for that matter, and to what we post in the room and to our briefings, you should be long from today's bottom. Like you should be long literally from today's bottom, and you should be free on the Doyen. So, I am very picky. This is like where I went long on Friday. I had here on the break of this, what I think is bullish broadening formation. I am free on both trades at this point. Now, I think I'm going to take a small long on the euro dollar. I'm going to take a small long on the euro dollar. No, I don't think it's your computer. We are currently running a scandal to our with ISP. We told them that they suck. They are being very irresponsible, I believe. Our internet has been just dreadful, dreadful. Last couple of days. Okay, guys, I took a small long on the euro dollar. Let me just show you. Okay, you guys can see this is the small long. I've taken it pretty much with the idea that this is a break of this pennant. I hope I don't get stopped out, ticked, like low ticked or something like that. We'll see. But this is my idea. My target is the 1.35s. So let me place my limit order. 1.35. That is my target, 1.35. I'm probably gonna book everything if we get there because I continue to think that we should see some more downside. All we know. I believe, by the way, the euro is reacting very healthy. I honestly believe the euro is acting extremely healthy now, guys. Look at the Aussie dollar, look at the pound, look at the New Zealand dollar. Like, look pretty much at all majors, and if you look at all major pairs, you will see that the euro dollar is by far, the most healthy in the ways it's trading. Okay, it's a bit choppy. It's a bit choppy, but that's what you expect. We had an amazing 700 pip run since the start of the year. It is only normal that we are going to see some choppiness now, but it's very healthy. You're seeing downside, okay, a bit sharp of a downside. Then you see a relatively nice retracement to a 50% short. Then you see some more downside. But all in all, very healthy price action. Very healthy price action. I think that is important. And I think that is important. the the fact that this price action is being healthy, the way that like the way I'm defining it as healthy, is important from the point of perspective of whatever the next move is going to have, whatever the next move is going to have, going to happen. It is going to be a very nice stable move. Let me put the RSI and just explain what I mean. Okay, I'm placing the RSI. This is a 50-minute, but you guys can see how the RSI goes into oversold, goes to overbought, overbought, oversold, overbought, oversold, and blah blah blah. This means that whatever the next move is going to be of a larger degree is going to be extremely healthy, extremely technical. It is not going to be like in the pound. Like in the pound, guys, I feel a bit depressed. We didn't get into this trade for literally 20 pips. A very sad day, guys, because we could have been short from pretty much the top. I don't particularly consider it as a mistake now, but it is certainly a miss because you know that I've been talking about this. Now, look at the pound, guys. Now, this is not a healthy move. And we are going to see, and I can promise you this is going to happen, we are going to see a very sharp rebound one way or another. That is, guys, a promise. We will see an extremely sharp rebound one way or another. There. Alexander is saying that this is major support on the pound. No, no, give me a second. I think I know what you are talking. This is the daily halfway back, right? Yeah. So we are trading. We are weekly halfway back long, guys. Almost, almost there. Or you can make a case that it is this lower one. Yeah, so we are into major support, guys. We are into major support. So, I am anticipating a very sharp rebound in the pound over the following weeks. And trust me, we are going to get very short if that happens. Uh, that's anything that I can keep in mind. The triangle is broken, so what I'm thinking is, now this is what I'm thinking. I am thinking, guys, that we will see something like this. A move maybe all the way to 1.57, 1.58. I honestly think that this move is very overextended at this point. I really, it's It's not that I'm disappointed that it didn't trade perfectly technical. It's rather that I was expecting it to be perfectly technical because it usually tends to be perfectly technical in downsides like this. But whatever. But this is not a healthy downtrend, for example, guys. This is not a healthy downtrend, and the way that you can see that this is not a healthy downtrend is just by the spikes, the random 40, 50, 60 spikes to the upside that you're seeing, where the euro dollar is much more technical. It's not random spikes, it is from a predetermined level. And that is very important. Now let's see where the Doyen goes. Now, guys, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? The fish was great, mate. My belly is starting to feel a bit lighter, which is a good feeling. It is a good feeling when you. I don't give a shit what's going on. I just know that, I don't feel, like after we ate with Matthew, it is so here, but, it is the feeling, a bit more freedom in the movement. Yeah. I'm gonna cut the crab, but the fish was very good. My mother actually discovered some special recipe or whatever, and she made a pretty good fish. So on the Euro-yen, again, we will see. I don't see how this could be fractal, but I guess it is still possible. Now, to confirm the upside, we need to break pretty decisively above 1.26. So, like either the downside or the upside, probably the catalyst is going to be FOMC today. Oh shit. So my internet is not working again, my screen is screwing up again. Guys, I suggest that we finish. I pretty much let Alexander do all the work, but that's fine because he let me do all the work yesterday. So he does not agree. Um, uh, I'm joking, of course. Uh, Unfortunately, we are having troubles with the internet. Probably you guys can see we are not advertising the site and stuff like that very actively at the moment. We are trying to get rid of all of the glitches. We are getting rid of all of the glitches. So I don't know what's going on with the internet. We really need to have a very serious talk with these guys. They're not doing their job properly, and I don't like this. Sorry, Marcin. Am I am I missing something? Just the internet, guys. I really got no idea what the hell is going on. Honestly. So we are going to now talk with our ISP. By the way, you guys, the security certificate is now officially fixed. If you go to Z&S Global, you go to the site, and you are going to see that it says that it is verified. The identity of the site is verified. So guys, no more problems with the security certificate, and you shouldn't be getting any more troubles. Okay, you get here, it is in Bulgarian, but it says identity is verified. Okay guys, we need to cut our internet connection. I apologize. We are going to work on this. Hit us up on Skype in a second. I'm going to conclude this now. Very sorry about this. We have to take care of our internet. We are going to have a very serious talk with them. Very sorry, guys. We will get back to you on Skype in a bit. Sorry, guys. Sorry.